Electric charge is a property. To understand this, let us explore the concept of charge with the help of a daily life activity. When we comb our dry hair and bring the comb near small pieces of paper, we observe that these pieces of paper get attracted towards the comb. Why did it happen? To find the answer for this and to learn some more concepts, let us perform an experiment. In this experimental arrangement, we have a glass rod, silk cloth, cat's fur, another glass rod suspended from a stand, paper and plastic rod. Now, hold the suspended glass rod with the paper and rub it with the silk cloth. After rubbing, some charge appears on the rod. By convention, the charge appeared on the glass rod is called positive. Now, similarly, hold the glass rod lying on the table with the paper and rub it with the silk cloth. Since both the rods are of glass and are rubbed by the same material, so both acquire same type of charge, that is positive. After rubbing the glass rod with the silk cloth, the cloth acquires negative charge. Now, when both the charged glass rods are brought closer, we observe repulsion between them. It proves that like charges repel each other. Now, let's repeat the experiment again with a plastic rod and a cat's fur. Hold the suspended plastic rod with the paper and rub it with the cat's fur. After rubbing, it acquires some charge. By convention, this type of charge is called negative. Again, rub another plastic rod lying on the table with the cat's fur. As both the plastic rods are rubbed by the same material, so both acquire same kind of charge. In the process of rubbing the plastic rod with the cat's fur, the fur acquires positive charge. Now, if we bring a charged plastic rod near to the suspended charged plastic rod, we observe repulsion between them. This further illustrates that like charges repel each other. Now, if the suspended plastic rod is brought near the suspended glass rod, they attract each other. Since the glass rod and the plastic rod have opposite charges on them, therefore we conclude that unlike charges attract each other. Thus, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. By convention, the charge on the glass rod or cat's fur is called positive, and that on the plastic rod or silk is termed as negative. Let us do one more activity to understand about the attraction and the repulsion between the charges. Here, we observe that if two positively charged balls are brought closer to each other, they repel. Similarly, when two negatively charged balls are brought closer to each other, they also repel. But when one positively charged ball and one negatively charged ball are brought closer, they attract each other. Now, we are in a position to answer that why the pieces of paper get attracted towards the charged comb. It happened because the comb gets charged after being rubbed on the hair. A charged body always attracts an opposite charged body or a neutral body.